Good evening, and welcome to Vailychat. I'm your lead anchor, joining you live right here from our virtual 3D studio. Take a look at these panoramic views of our host cities behind me. It is June 11th, 2026, and today we are kicking off our live broadcast of literally the biggest sporting event in human history. We've compiled the data, the on-the-ground reports, and we're ready to break down a truly massive day in global sports, using our live explainer analysis to cut right through the noise. Okay, let's dive into this because the energy right now is absolutely electric. The 2026 FIFA World Cup, a sprawling, record-breaking 40-18 meg tournament spread across the US, Canada, and Mexico, officially launched today. History was absolutely made as the action kicked off at the legendary Estadio Azteca. So let's get right to it with Section 1, Historic Kickoff in Mexico City, Matchday 1 action. Looking at the live ticker timeline of events, the festivities started early. By 1:30 p.m. local time, a spectacular opening ceremony wrapped up, setting the perfect stage. Then, at 3 p.m. sharp, the whistle blew for the opening match between Mexico and South Africa. And if that wasn't enough to get fans hyped up, this evening brought us the global release of the official tournament anthem, DNA, featuring a pretty wild, star-studded collaboration between Andrea Bocelli, Megan Thee Stallion, and David Guetta. But let's get back to the pitch itself, because the final scoreline read 2-0. Co-hosts Mexico secured a highly decisive, stylish victory over South Africa. Playing in front of a completely roaring, record-breaking crowd, El Tri started their 2026 campaign exactly the way they needed to. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer individual talent that powered that victory. Julian Quinones completely stole the show. He earned the tournament's very first major individual honor, taking home the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match trophy. Just a massive start for him and the entire Mexican squad. Moving on to Section 2, Argentina. The champions arrive, defending the crown in the U.S. While Mexico is busy celebrating, the reigning champions have officially touched down in the United States. Argentina has selected the Sport & Casey Training Center in Kansas City, Missouri as their base camp. Head coach Lionel Scaloni, who famously led them to glory in Qatar back in 2022, has set up the squad's official headquarters right there to meticulously prepare for their title defense. The crucial thing to watch here is how Scaloni is blending his roster this time around. On one side, you've got the seasoned, legendary experience of 38-year-old captain Lionel Messi. He's preparing for a jaw-dropping, record-breaking 6th World Cup appearance. But then on the other side, you have the fresh, unpredictable talent of 21-year-old attacking midfielder Nico Paz. Paz is coming off a stellar season at Como and is widely considered the wonder kid to watch this summer. It's kind of the perfect mix of legacy and future. And here's how Argentina's Group J schedule is shaking out. They're going to remain stationed at their Kansas City base camp right up until their opening match against Algeria on June 16th. After that, they'll head down to Arlington, Texas to face Austria on June 22nd and then Jordan on June 27th. It's a clear, well-structured path through the group stage for the defending champs. Finally, we need to shift gears for Section 3, Travel and Security Alerts, Off-Pitch Realities. The tournament's opening has not been without significant logistical and geopolitical hurdles. Severe U.S. travel restrictions have been imposed, directly impacting fans from several qualifying nations. Supporters from Iran, Haiti, Senegal, and the Ivory Coast are currently facing immense difficulties traveling to the games. In fact, reports indicate that Ivory Coast's home-based supporters have been denied visas entirely, drastically altering the accessibility of the event for these specific nations. And these geopolitical realities have extended beyond the fans in the stands. Somali referee Omar Artan, who was actually scheduled to officiate matches during the tournament, was denied entry at Miami International Airport. It's a very stark reminder of the complex international borders surrounding this massive global event. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the staggering number you're looking at. Over 10,000. That is the number of malicious World Cup-themed domains that cybersecurity experts have already identified in a massive red alert. Looking at the latest cyber threat heat map, the digital threat landscape for this tournament is completely unprecedented, and authorities are on high alert. Let's look at how this builds into a highly specific threat. Experts are warning the public about a sophisticated phishing operation dubbed Ghost Stadium. Basically, hackers are actively targeting World Cup ticket holders to steal login credentials and financial data. If you are holding tickets or booking travel during this busy 39-day window, let this be a very explicit warning to double-check every single link and email you receive. Which brings us to the ultimate provocative question for this tournament. As the World Cup expands to a historic 48 teams, can the beautiful game outshine the massive logistical and security threats off the pitch?
It's a complex reality, and we will be tracking it closely. Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer, and keep watching Vailychat for all your live, structured analysis as the tournament unfolds. See you next time.